So moving on to the next round. Brian asked Errol Spence, what about the Ugas fight? You really don't talk about that. Where Errol Spence responded by stating Ugas is a top level fighter, but the issue is he's not a big name. It's not happening anytime soon till he build his name. I like Ugas though, but I want to fight Crawford, Danny Garcia, Pacquiao, the big names, fighters that's actually might retire soon. However, Ugas, eventually we're going to fight if you keep winning. That's what Errol Spence had to say when it comes to Ugas. Obviously, I told y'all Ugas is the sleeping giant at 147. I think I have Ugas ranked number 4 in the welterweight division. It's Errol Spence for me, Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, then Ugas. The reason why Ugas beat Sean Porter, in my humble opinion. Even Errol Spence thought that Ugas defeated Sean Porter, and he even told Sean Porter to his face. So that's a great fight in the future. The only way Ugas is really going to get a crack at Errol Spence is for him to become a mandatory. He was a mandatory at one point, but because he fought Sean Porter for his strap, for the WBC strap, and lost a fight he really won, he really got put down on the list. And Errol Spence, since he's such a big name and have all these fights lined up for him, if you're not a mandatory and the mandatory is due soon, you're really not gonna get a crack at him. If you're a fighter like Ugas, Jaron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, even, is gonna be future down the line fights for Errol Spence, because Errol Spence, as I told you earlier on, he named Crawford, Danny Garcia, and Manny Pacquiao. All these 3 names, they are bigger names than Ugas, ain't no doubt about it. Definitely Pacquiao is a bigger name. Crawford is definitely a bigger name and arguably a better fighter. Danny Garcia is a bigger name, but he ain't a better fighter, especially not at 147. I will favor Ugas to be the Danny Garcia, but still, like Errol Spence said, money talk, bullshit walk. Now, I would love to see the fight. I think it would not be a walk in the park fight. I think it's a good fight, a competitive fight, but Errol Spence have the power advantage. However, Ugas really could fight, and I will say it will be 8 rounds to 4 for Errol Spence. You know, I think it's going to be a tough fight if they do fight, or when they do fight, if Ugas stays winning. Ugas came out responding to Errol Spence. This is what he had to say. Split Decision episode 39 is over with. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these decaps, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media that don't know ish about boxing. Like I said, all these decaps wizards, and all these emotional fans, and even the hardcores that don't want any smoke with Akhi. What matters is what counts, and what Akhi says is the truth. So that's what counts and matters at the end of the day, or at least the night. So when the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. Split decision. There's 2 sides to every story. When there's a fight coming up, of course, you might feel like this fighter could win. I might feel like another fighter gonna win, right? Everybody entitled to their own opinion. But when the facts are laid out on a certain matter, like a fighter cheated, for example, such as Jimenez, and the WBC don't want to suspend her, that's an issue, because this is no longer opinion versus opinion. This is facts versus opinion. Facts trump any opinion. So like I said, come correct when you see Akhi, because Akhi will fact check you, because I got my facts in my pocket. Like I said, this strap right here is realer than a whole lot of fighters with French fries titles. So with that being said, subscribe below, click on the notification bell, and I appreciate all my Akhis. You already know, 473, 74 KOs. I can't even keep up. Keep me up with my record, because you already know I'm bodying decaps. KO, I know it's split decision, but I'm straight up knocking these decaps out. And
they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man.
I still want all the smoke.
Africans,
and I still can't get none.
Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can.
You don't know shit
Y'all just don't. Like, y'all really don't.
You better not duck
So
me,
quit
son.
ducking.
You better not duck me, son.
All these decafs. H Money, where you at? I mean, excuse me, not H Money. T-Tone. T-Tone, where you at? Because you never call in. I done sparked T-Tone so much. Man, I think I did him like Marquez did Pacquiao. He ain't no show. To tell me why you haven't been calling in. How did I do all these decafs? Let the public
Hey, you've
know.
been knocking them out, Akhi, but you didn't knock me out.
Come
put the
on.
truth
Oh,
on
so
you.
you an exception? Come on, T-Tone. You
Yeah,
been a
man.
no-show.
Hey,
You've been a no-show.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, I mean,
Akhi.
you capping. If I'm being politically correct, I don't want to call you a liar, but if you say you the truth, you got to speak some facts. That's all I'm saying. But T-Tone, you know we miss you out here. Why you haven't called in? Why you been a no-show? That's what we want to know.
The other times I seen you, you know there was nothing to argue about.
Man,
And,
really? So you ain't been disagreeing with anything I've been saying?
Hey, about Canelo, yeah, and about Chavez,
so
yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Disagreeing with you.
That's what I'm saying.